Hi everyone, my name is Austin Nichols and I'm an elementary educator in Sarasota, Florida. I've been in Florida for about 3.5 years. I love it here. I love the beach, swimming, biking, playing tennis, and practicing yoga. My family and I moved here from upstate New York, but we're likely to be Floridians for a long time now, and I couldn't be happier living a life of endless summer. Much of my work in the last year and a half has been with underprivileged youth, many of them from traumatic backgrounds. I recognize a need in Florida to better equip underserved populations, so I'm interested in ways we as educators can bridge the achievement gap, principally within the African American and Latina communities, also rural communities from which I am, uh, that are a real part of our American family here in Sarasota. I have also been teaching English to Chinese children online since April, and so I'm further interested in psychological differences in as well as English language acquisition for children across different countries around the world and here at home. I am very much a student of the global concept of our human society introduced in the 1990s when I was in high school, teaching inclusivity and interconnectedness. My undergraduate work was in film and television at NYU, which could be considered to be about as far from education as you might get. I've learned a lot about life and where the focus of my energy needs to be since then, so I'm finding a lot of strength in the humility of helping others, especially children who, by miles and miles, seem to be the most deserving amongst us. Our of course, there is a certain level of engagement that even one could say entertainment needed in education to create enthusiasm for learning in a way that's fun and effective. I'd like to investigate how to maximize that kind of effort. The use of art, music, and other media are often overlooked in education, so anything related to using non traditional means of relating education is of interest to me. I'm also an actor, so I very much want to bring the performance of teaching to life for students wherever possible. In 2019, I saw some of the most heartbreaking scenes in education I'd ever witnessed. I dealt with behaviors and family systems that I found very difficult. These, combined with the bureaucratic work of being a special education teacher, proved to be too much to me, and I felt very much over my head. Knowing my society, I have no misconceptions regarding the facts that I will be working with students such as these again in the future, and they really need skilled educators who are themselves well educated as to how to deal with the issues that have built up in their lives as obstacles to learning, growth, and the pursuit of happiness. I'm very eager to learn how I can best serve children with severe emotional and psychological trauma. Having been a substitute teacher in New York since 2009, I have not surprisingly lived a modest life financially. I think that this is true of a lot of our teachers. I think it's important that we as a community support our community support our work and help us to afford to live comfortably in Ithaca, New York, where my family and I lived last. I was the secretary and vice president of the Ithaca Substitutes Association of Unionized Substitute Teachers. This was great work to do. I was happy to see substitute teachers here in Sarasota get a raise this year despite our lack of unionization. Unions aren't the only way to work toward equity for teachers. I want to be money smart for teachers and look toward ways of maximizing financial support for those of us lucky enough to make this our life's work. So that's a little bit about me. Thank you for listening and have a great semester. And please feel free to reach out to me for any reason, questions, comments, or just to network and say hi. I look forward to meeting and working with all of you. Okay, that's it. I read my statement. Bye bye.